see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Holds and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
He breaks a tackle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Think think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes through the tackle.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Little. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for once.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense.
Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They're on the board first here in the season opener. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the big foul. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls it in. It's Black. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. And runs through another guy. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Grab behind the line. It's Watson.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Little.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Watson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Russell. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Yellow
running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's caught. It's Wade. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
There he goes! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
It's first down from the 11. They'll run it. It's Watson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Scrambling away. That's caught. It's Black. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Little. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught near the sideline, it's Patterson.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. NC State quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. He gets a block. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Buying some time. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can...
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ready?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Card in the backfield. It's Alexander. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Looking to fire. Steps away. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really nice job by this defense. Second down and super short, probably expecting some kind of run, but stayed disciplined, played the pass, did a great job in the secondary, got the sack, and made this third down a lot more fun on their end.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot in the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And off to Jones. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it in the middle. It's Wade. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Fires to the big foul. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Still looking on the move. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Looking downfield on first down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback takes a knee.